I've been driving since 1986. First car was a little blue Volkswagen Baja with a 1200cc engine in it, basically stock standard. I fell in love with them when I was younger, going to the races, watching my parents race, and I've always wanted to show that a Baja can compete with the buggies. Yeah, it's hard to go to a buggy after racing a Baja. It's just so much fun. Basic difference is that in a Baja, it's basically been modified from a Beetle, so the front and the back of the car's been cut back to give it a little bit more ground clearance, a little bit more approach angle sort of thing. So when you're going over the bumps, it gives you a bit more ground clearance, basically. I built the car myself back in 1988. Started off as a Beetle. We basically built a buggy frame inside the Beetle shell. It took us probably about 8 months to build it originally in my father's shed. Basically still the same car that was built back in 1988. It was built with a Mitsubishi 2-litre motor in it. I ran it like that for probably about 4 years, and then we upgraded to a 2-litre twin cam Toyota motor. And just the last 4 years we've upgraded to a Toyota Lexus V8. The main reason for that is the evolution of the class. It started off as a Baja class where it was all just the Beetles, and then it's now we're racing against the big trophy trucks imported from America and things like that. So we just couldn't keep up with them with the Toyota 2-litre, so we've had to put a bigger engine in it just so we can try and keep up with them down the straights. We're running a Combi 2-litre gearbox. It's got all Alvin's gears in it, Super Diff and Alvin's Crown Wheel and Pinion. I built the gearbox myself. So far I've only had 2 let me down in the 24 years that I've been racing it. Originally for the first, I think the first 4 years I raced with standard Volkswagen suspension, but after that we've upgraded it. We've put 2¼ inch front arms in it to give us a little bit more travel, and some right sub axles just to give it some better reliability mainly. And also in the back we've increased the rear arms to 3x3 rear arms. Still by today's standard it's a bit behind the 8 ball, but for the car and what it is, it seems to handle it really well. Yeah, I design my own pedals and my own gear shift mounts and all those little things, and I try to keep the car as simple as possible. That way less chance of things breaking down. Mounted the dash up the top actually. It's just on the main hoop. Also it's a lot easier for me to just glance across with it up the top rather than looking down. To keep up with the other cars out there, we need to get a bit more suspension, so for that we're going to look at putting on some micro stubs onto the rear end. That way we can get a bit more travel out of it. At the moment we find that we're having to back off over a lot of the bigger jumps because the car just doesn't have the suspension to catch it from the bigger heights. Hopefully that'll get us a little bit quicker. My wife Tania, she navigates for me. We actually met up here at Colo doing just a fun race weekend. I came up with another club doing a Motocana and just happened to meet Tania there that weekend, and as I say, the rest is history.